Good evening, folks. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. We're out here once again at Seversky, going to try a couple different spots tonight than the usual boat docks. At nighttime, I'm over here at 41, 131-ish, casting up into this little hole here, hoping to get a Donit's Rough. I have gotten some bourbon and a couple other things here, and then during the day, we're going to go to the little dock up here. Hey, gamer. Hey, Canadian. How's it going, guys? See, our first catch here is going to be something. This area is supposed to be active for Donit's Rough, but it's also got a lot of other species as well, so we'll see what we get. So we've got a bream, yeah, and a bottom fishing game. And I'm just using red worms on these. So I've been thinking about picking up eventually a good telescopic to go after carp with. It's rough. Since we will be unlocking Amber Lake soon, I think it could be fun, but what I've been looking at is in the float fishing tree, there's this fishing with telescopic rod, which on other rods, when you have control of fish, that helps you sort of steer the fight in your direction. But there's really not steering the fight with telescopic. So if anybody knows if this will help you sort of reduce the impact of the fish on your overall tension, which is what I assume it would do, let me know, because I am tempted to put a few points into that in case I do go start going after carp with telescopic. There's a white bream and another bottom fishing game. I imagine at some point here in the next few minutes, my happy hour should be starting. But the other thing I'm looking at saving up points for, obviously, match rod, and for that matter, I guess match rig's not as important, but match rod and eventually the bait fish are going to be very important. But this one's way off. I'm pretty close to match rod. So I have to give some thought to those options. But I am, with the 3 points I've got, I'm very much tempted to put them into this because I actually had a line torn earlier today when I was doing some practice. It's a problem with telescopics. If you get something on there that's close to your limit, there's just not really much time to react before it snaps the line. And I don't know if that skill would help with that or not. We're gonna have a rough. No Donit's Rough yet, so we'll go till about 5 a.m. before we move up to the dock. And I do want to try the little dock that's near here rather than the boat dock, see if we can get some higher rates of Shemaya there than we have been at the boat docks. And green. White right here is very active though, at least at nighttime, so if you are out here at Seversky and looking for a place to catch some fish at night, this is a great spot. Again, this is 42, 132. All these are at 20-meter clip and using red worm. Here we've got another bream. Yep. If anybody knows a better hook size for targeting Donit's Rough, let me know as well. These are all kind of like 19 to 20, since they can also pick up rough that way pretty easily. But if there's a hook size that's really good for targeting the Donit's Rough, let me know. I will definitely try that on the next nighttime. Today's tea is just a Twinings Darjeeling tea, which is just a black tea from the Darjeeling region. Pretty good stuff. All right, so yeah, that's 193. That looks like a giant bleak. No, it's a mace. Okay, not too bad. Might be a cafe order for those. Be good to go after Let's see, we're getting close to time to switch over to the docks with the float rods. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting my hot bar set up with those. I want this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got that correct, as you know. Gamer, Canadian, you guys fishing anywhere unusual today? That's a 34-meter hole in Norway. Having any luck out there? Seems like a lot of people have been fishing for grass carp lately rather than the sea. Or I guess really any kind of carp, I should say. Looks like a chub. All right, let's go ahead and start moving over to the docks to get the telescopics in the water here. Ah, jerkbaiting video, very nice. I'll check that one out. You know I love me some Oldberg. I do need to get back there soon to pick up some groceries. I want to take an evening to use happy hour to power level my bait harvesting as much as I can towards 75%. Hey, there's a Shemaya. Wasn't expecting to pull that up from the bottom, but I'll take it. All right, so our next spot is going to be the little dock up here. I'm going to see if that dock is wide enough to have all of the rods down laterally. If not, I might just do the shoreline right next to the dock. Find it, getting pretty close. There it is. Supposedly this spot is also supposed to be as active as the boat dock. So we shall find out. Line 1. Line 2. And line 3. 9. That's a little bit wider than the boat dock, so it shouldn't be as much of a hassle. Now to see if the bite rate is as good. Hey, Tooties. We're out at Seversky here into the little 4-meter hole here. This is at 61,148 on this little boat dock. And at nighttime, we're over here fishing into this little spot by the 7.3-meter hole for Donitz Rough. Where are you fishing at today? You joined me over here on Seversky. I saw there's a an official tournament being put up here for Donitz Rough, which is interesting. Which is part of why I'm not going to participate in that tournament, but I wanted to try that hole over there for rough at night. See how it goes. All right, since those are about where they're going to be, I'm going to go ahead and throw some generic little ground bait out there. See if it helps out the bite rate a little bit. Very nice. Good luck out here. If this spot doesn't pan out, I was up here at the boat docks earlier, and that spot's still just as active as it's been. Still a very good spot. I just wanted to give a different spot a try just for the sake of it. All right, our first telly catch for this night is good, a Shemaya, a pretty decent one as well. So while you're here, Tooties, do you know if the telescopic fishing skill with its control of fish, I've got these set at 75-centimeter depth here, which actually they may need to be a little bit more deep in this spot. It's because up here it's 3 meters, over here it's 4, so maybe a full meter depth or maybe 1.25 meters. But do you know if the control of fish on telescopic rod skill helps reduce the amount of pressure a fish is putting on the line, since there's not really a fight with telescopic? I've been tempted to put some points into that because I do want to try carp fishing with tele rods at some point. Yeah, while I'm thinking, I'm going to go ahead and try setting this down to meter 25, I think. A 75 centimeter is what I've been using from the boat docks. Yeah, like I know with like a conventional reel, the control over fish helps you have more control during the fight and have it not like sort of put as much running in different directions and stuff. But with like a telescopic, it's kind of just pull up and that's it. So I'm curious if it helps to reduce the impact of the weight of the fish on the overall line. I know match rods are definitely the better way to go, but it does seem like there are some telescopic options for smaller carp fishing that I want to try just for the fun of it at some point. Find the spot. There we go. I guess as a control, so this one's still set at 75 centimeters. Let me put it at 1 meter. So we've got two of them at 125 and one of them at 1 meter. We'll compare and contrast here. Yeah, it's weird. Like I did some searching online and I couldn't find a good answer on how the fish control affects telescopic rods specifically. Like as with conventional reel or rod and reel types, I definitely understand how it works, but with the way telescopic works, it's just it seems like it would act different, but I couldn't find any conclusive statements on exactly how different it is, or if it's even worth it. And that's part of that is because just there's so few people that bother with telescopic. Generally, those that do are making like specific accounts for it just for like the telescopic leaderboards. But I've actually been enjoying this style quite a bit. So it's still a little bit chilly, but we'll see if this spot doesn't pick up by 11 or 12 in game. I might move up to back up to the boat docks where we know it's still active. There we go. Got a nibble on line 1 here. And this is on one of the 1 meter 1.25 meter depths. There's a Shemaya. That's what we're after. There's some nice big Shemaya. Get that big XP. Okay, so looks like got a nibble on that one. So this is the 75 centimeters. So the depth may not be super important here as long as it's between 75 and 125 centimeters. I guess it's probably okay. Although the 75 centimeters seems to be targeting perch. So maybe let's go ahead and drop this down to 125 as well. Definitely don't want to be picking up perch. They're much more rare at the boat dock. But another reason I wanted to try this spot out other than just some variety was so that I can lay these out and not have to, every time I'm setting a rod down, have to play the sort of the shuffle of finding the spot to set it down because that boat dock up there is so cramped. Anybody catch any trophies this weekend so far? Last trophy I caught was a rough up there at the boat dock. Right, getting a nibble on line 3 here. I'm sure that going with those featherweight bobbers would probably perform a little bit better for these fish, but I have a hard time seeing those when they're in the water. It's kind of too thin. Okay, that's another perch. Yeah, I'm not digging this spot. This is mostly, it seems to be mostly perch. So I think we move back up to the boat docks. So up there, we know that 75 centimeters is the ideal depth. Two, and last one. For those wondering which rods I've got, the two ultralights are the ultra 7 meters, and then this is the red stick. Off the top of my head, I don't know which length it is. It's the red stick 23, which is it's a 7 meter as well. And if you are doing the telescopic from the boat dock up here, if you're using ultralights, just be wary that some of the larger Sichel can be kind of a pain in the butt to land because it doesn't let you get them out of the water, and getting the net to them can be a bit of a pain in the butt, as I'm sure we'll find out pretty shortly here. And bait I'm using for this is mayfly. If you're going after the Shamaya and Pontic shad, mayfly is the way to go. Yeah, this is what I mean, like finding a spot to set the rods down on this little boat dock is kind of a pain. I think something's nibbling on two, yep. Nice, nice bite rate over here. There's our first shad for the night. Now I'm going to get whatever's on two in time. No. Go ahead and toss some ground bait out over here. A little pickle action on. As far as cafe orders, hopefully we can fill at least one tonight. That always helps out the profits here quite a bit. All right, got a nibble. We'll just take the whole hook in its mouth. We'll be good to go. Yep. Yeah, there's a decent sized Sichel there. So this is where you'll see it. I can't get the Sichel out of the water with this rod, so I have to kind of get lucky with where you can bring it to get the net to it. I've tried slingshotting it, and I have had a line tear from doing that, so that's a little too risky to try. Now, if you've got one of the higher rated, I know there's some higher end ultrascopic or ultralight telescopics that hold up to like 5 kilo load. Those probably won't have this issue. This one's got like a 2.2 kilo load capacity, so it's a little bit trickier. As it's only the Sichel that I have this problem with. Other fish, I'll get other fish that are bigger than this. Like I've had a 1.5 kilo chub, no issue at all. But for some reason, the Sichel just don't want to come up out of the water. So there wasn't even a 700 gram Sichel that does that. That's something I wonder if having a shorter rod would fix that. It's possible. Like even with like the 4 meter instead of the 7 meter, for instance, might fix that issue. Got a nibble here on one. Yeah. Oh, I missed it. I think I pulled too early on that one. But definitely seems to be a better bite rate here than that other little dock. The other dock was getting too many perch, which I want to avoid. You'll get perch here, like maybe 1 in 30 fish, and perch are just so worthless that I'd much prefer getting the shad and shamaya and all that. Another little tiny sitchel. I do have 3 points now in the fixed line rig, so I'm hoping that's going to help us eventually get a trophy out of this, which would be nice. Another Shemaya. Love the XP on Shemaya. When you combine that with the bonus from Ultralight, it's amazing. Honestly, I think because the bite rate is so consistent here, I'm getting better average XP per hour than I would be trolling Volkov. I mean, sure, at Volkov, you might get lucky and have a day when a bunch of Atlantic are hitting, and you can get a ton of XP that way. But it's always just so spotty at Volkov. You can go out there, one day you'll catch nothing, another day you might catch 1 or 2 salmon. This has just been very consistent. Another decent sitchel there. The old getting the net game with it. Come on. Get in there. It's the only part that is a little crummy about using these ultralights. Definitely something I need to look into upgrading when I can get a higher capacity ultralight telescopic. Don't know how much these run, but they could be a worthwhile investment for sure. And those of you just joining, we are out here at Seversky at the boat dock, just throwing some mayflies out there, getting some ponic shad, shamaya, and sitchel. And when the sun sets, we'll move over and go after some, try to get some Donit's ruff over at the 7.3 meter hole. If we're lucky, at the very least, we'll get some ruff and burbot. Man, missed another one. The only downside, a little bit tricky to get the timing right on these is that as you're casting one, trying to set the rod down quick enough and pick another one up while it's getting a bite. Not always successful. Another nibble here. Come on, just take the whole hook, please. This one's just going to tease us for a while, apparently. Just going to recast that. If they tease it for that long, I just get impatient. And anybody that wants to fish along, we're doing 75 centimeter depth on these. And it's a little bit cool in game today. Usually I find that the best temperature in game for this spot is around 20 to 22 degrees. Right now it's sitting at 19.5, so it's a little bit low for the Shemaya. Still decent though. Looks like we've got a Terran or a Rudd here. Rudd. All right. Don't get those too often. Always nice to see them. Now we got the bite rate picking up quite a bit. Gonna be shuffling between these pretty rapidly. Probably flip fish game there, which is nice. Getting ever so close to unlocking match rods. Another Citral. Aside from RF4, anybody doing anything interesting and exciting this weekend? I don't know about anybody else, but I'm about ready for this summer to end. It is just too dang hot. Another little Dace. Hopefully we'll get some, like a Dace Cafe order or something, fill those in. Otherwise, they're not typically worth much, but the Shemaya and the Pontic Shad, those are the real money makers here. Not counting cafe orders, I usually have been bringing in about 150 plus silver an hour doing this. And that's been when I've been trying to night fish here, which has been bad. If I start doing the night fishing over at the other spot that's a lot more active, I may be able to get that well over 200 silver an hour, which would be nice. There's a nice Shemaya right there. Missed something on line 2. Usually if I miss a fish on this, I'll give it about 10-15 seconds to see if it hits again. If not, I'll recast that line. There we go. Sometimes they'll hit again, but usually they won't. Stitchel here. Yeah, I don't know what's with the Stitchel. They just, for some reason, just cannot pull those out of the water with these poles. Yeah, I've been, since switching to this triple telescopic strategy, 54% float fishing, right. I've really been enjoying this strategy. Like I love the fights when doing like big carp fishing and stuff like that, but I think just the having to stay on top of your game and pay close attention and get quick time and everything just makes this style of fishing a lot of fun. Got a cat waking up over here apparently. Come on, Citral. On out of the water here. There we go. Raking in that XP. Already just about halfway to level 26, which I'll be able to unlock the Doga Lake and Amber Lake. Fantastic. This one's a decent sized little sigil here, it feels like. Yeah, a little under half a kilo. Missed something on line 3 there. Looks like it's hitting again though. 2 down at the same time. Oof. That's where we just hopped over that 20-degree mark. This is when the bite rate here gets pretty crazy. Makes it quite exciting to be juggling multiple telescopics doing this. Another Shemaya. Surprised my happy hour hasn't kicked in yet. Pretty sure it was at this time yesterday when it kicked in, so a little odd. Missed that fish. Get these little resettled here so they're not drifting so far to the right. There we go. Grab some pickles and tea. Something nibbling on this one. There we go. That's a tiny little black Shemaya. But another float fishing gain, just about to 55%, which I don't think there even is a 55% for float fishing, is there? No, there's, oh, I guess there's technically slingshot, which I've already got that unlocked. No, I guess that is early on. So yeah, I guess there is no 55% for float fishing. For spinning and feeder, that's where the casting control is, but that's a earlier level for float fishing. Another Shemaya and another float fishing game. Love to see it. There we go. Got something a little bit heavy on this one. Nice big sigil. That's probably over a kilo, actually. This one's going to be very tricky to get into the net. Pull this over here. Oh no, this is a fight right here. Come on. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky and this will be a trophy sigil. Ooh, boy. This is... Nope, nope, nope. Dang. Well, that one's gone. Have to go buy a fresh hook for that line in a second here. That was definitely a huge sigil, though. Small one. All right, let me run up to the tackle store and buy a fresh hook for that real quick. And I probably need a bobber for it as well, don't I? Nope, okay, didn't break the bobber off. All right, let's see. Hooks. Classic. Grab another size 16. There we go. Being that that is the second one of those I've lost today, I am very much leaning towards investing points into the fish control for telescopic. But that is a good sign that the larger ones are biting at least. Come on, there we go. Oh, missed that one. It's all right. Get this recast. What do you think, chat? Should I throw 3 points into fish with a telescopic to help with those larger fish? That is the second large sichel I've had today that snapped the line because he couldn't properly fight it. I don't know what's going on. How is my happy hour still not activated? There's a decent little sichel there. And a float fishing game. All right, I don't know. I'm really leaning towards putting points into this, but I just wish I could find some confirmation on it. Oh, you have to relog? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I guess I'll wait as soon as the sun goes down. Since we'll be shifting over to the other area anyways, I'll do the relog then. Sichel. I wish it would give you like a little notification or something to let you know that it's ready to activate that happy hour and let you know to relog. Okay. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. What do you think, Canadian? Should I throw points into the to get the control of fish with the telescopic? Seems like it's probably necessary if I want to start going after carp with telescopic rods. Because with at least like reels and everything, you have the option of just getting better reels and you'll be okay. Telescopic, you're kind of just limited to the strength of the rod and that's it. Otherwise, it's all your skill level. Nibbling away at line 1 there. Yeah. Line 3 is about to go down. So line 2 did. Oblique, hey, my homeboys. Don't get those very often over here, surprisingly. At least not with mayflies. Gonna get this one recast. take a look at those skills again in a second here. So, guess match rod's going to be control the fish for that and have that option if I go with match rod. But it'll probably be a while before I really can make use of match rods anyways, because I want to get the ability to use bait fish with them. Little Citral there. To 43 fish so far. Doing pretty good for less than an hour. Another Citral here. Like a pretty decently sized one. It'll be difficult to pull him into the net. Come on. Get over here, Citral. There we go. 800 gram, not too shabby. It's like line 2 is about to go. Yep. Another decent Citral. Probably about 600 gram, I'd say. I guess it was only 4.7. Looked bigger than that. This was everyone there. It's been that time of day where it's a little hard to see the floats. So that reflection of the tree there. Nibble on line 3. Still nibbling. Come on, fish. Eat the mayfly. I may actually, instead of switching or relogging to activate the happy hour for nighttime, since those are not going to be as high XP fish, I may wait till the following morning to do the relog. That way we can get it from the Shemai and stuff here. Got dancing bobbers here. All 3 of them. First one. 2's down. Gonna miss that one. Another shad. Still just nibbles on line 3 there. Go ahead and recast 2. And I'm just going to pull this one up. That thing's been nibbling forever. I don't think it's actually going to take the hit. Yeah. Getting just about time to switch back over to the nighttime bottom fishing. Ooh, we have here That's a really nice Shemaya. In a double float fishing game. That's actually big enough. Sometimes there is a really good cafe order for Shemaya over like 305 grams, which if that one's active, that'll be great because it's usually like 80 something silver. Appreciate that, Canadian. I think that may be the largest Shemaya I've caught. To check my records in a second here. Let's see. Six fish, Black Sea Shemaya. Oh no, I guess at some point I caught one that was 409. It's not quite my biggest, but still pretty good size. Missed that one. I think actually, let's go ahead and switch over to the nighttime spot now. Probably should have bought some more mayflies for this trip. Nope. Didn't expect to have a fish on there. Looks like another Shemaya. All right. Tearing through that XP. All right, so we're going to head over here to this little spot at the 7.3 meter hole and do some bottom fishing with red worms now. See if we can't get lucky and pull in a Donit's Rough or two. If nothing else, the rough and burbot there are pretty active on red worm. Looking right along here. Coming up on the spot soon. Right about here. There we go. This is the spot. Put all the feeder rods on my hot bar. Those fishing along, this is at about 42, 131. We're doing a clip of 20 meters on red worm. Wait, I might go ahead and use this opportunity to try and get some more red worm while I'm at it. There's one. Hoping for a little more than that. This spot was pretty active at the start of the stream. See how that holds up? So we're at 48 fish so far. Not bad at all. Honestly, we've probably got over 200 silver in the keep net already. This Shemaya add up quick. Looks like there may be something on line 3 there. Second. Same with line 2. Definitely one on line 2 though. There's something on line 1 now as well. Hoping for a Donit's Rough here. There's a little burbot. Looks like a rough. Hey, a bottom fishing game. Getting close to getting carp rods unlocked there. Can land just like one marker Donit's Rough. It'll be well worth it because they're worth at least like 60 silver. Which I have caught them over at the boat dock on Maggot, so if there's anyone else out here trying to get some and not having any luck with the red worm, maybe try Maggot. Should have thought to check the cafe orders on the way by. All right, looks like line 2 is moving. Oh yeah. Like a little green or something? Light green. All right, got something on line 3. It's like another bream of some sort. Yep, a decent sized white bream actually. I should probably at some point invest in some heavier sinkers for fishing out here so that they can get to the bottom before the current takes the line out very far. Something hitting line 3, but not quite taking it yet. Go. Oh, I got off. A shame. Line 1. Fish got away on there too. Man, having some terrible luck here. Spot here seems to quiet it down a little bit compared to what it was doing for me earlier. Just a shame. No red worm. Cast. I think I'm going to recast the other 2 lines a little further to the left. Another white bream. Little tiny regular bream. What do we got here? bit of a fight up at the end here. And it's a little burbot, it looks like. One more. Almost 3 kilo, and a bottom fishing game. Looked like there was something on line 2 for a minute there, but I've seen it moving now. There we go. That one got off too. What's going on here? Having a lot of invisible FGAs tonight. Come on, give me a done. It's rough. Another white bream. I get lucky and have a decent little white bream cafe order we can fill. There's a sitchel. Unexpected to get over here with bottom rod. A few more minutes left before the sun starts coming up, at which point we'll go ahead and do the relog to activate happy hour and switch back to the boat dock for some more float fishing. That one came off the hook as well. I wonder what's causing all these invisible FGAs over here. Very odd. I wonder if it's because these are really low quality reels. I don't have my HSV or anything. There's just some like sparks and the Surtees. Cheapo stuff. Come on, red worm. Shucks. Here we go. See, what's tricky about this spot is that you can't tell if that's a fish running with it or if a fish knocked it up off the bottom and that's just the current taking it. Looks like it's a fish this time, but I think some of the times I've missed them. There was it was actually just the current taking the line. Another bream. Ooh, another decent one. And we're about to have an ad break here. That's just to prevent pre-roll ads for an hour. Those of you that are subscribers won't have any ads. Appreciate the support as always. And everyone else will be fishing through this, and I'll probably do the relog during the ad break for the happy hour activation. Okay. As soon as it hits 3 o'clock in game, I'll do the relog. Little burbot there. I hope so. Hopefully, it's a trophy that I can manage to pull in. I'm willing to bet that Sigil that tore my line earlier was a trophy because that thing was huge. You know what? You only live once, as the kids say. Doing it. I'm a mad lad. Will I regret it someday? Probably. But today is not that day. We are now better at controlling fish with our telly rods. Another rough. No Donut's rough yet, though. Another white bream. Just reel this in. How many fish are we up to? We're up to 62. Nice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the relog to activate happy hour, and we'll switch back to float fishing from the dock. And let's just go ahead and check the cafe real quick so we can get a sneak peek. If we get another Rudd, we will probably be able to fill that one. Possibly that. Definitely didn't get that big of a white bream. Oh, we should be able to fill this one. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Well, we'll save it till the end to get all the dollar amounts lined up. Get my hot bar set up for the telescopic. It's a little bit early, but that's okay. And here we go. Come on, Trophy Shemaya. I mean, tiny sturgeon. That's what we want. Tiny sturgeon. Got to use that reverse psychology. Got some more ground bait out there. And now we wait. See if we can't average over 200 silver an hour tonight. All right, fish, I'm gonna need you to wake up. My happy hour has begun. I need your sweet, sweet XP. At this rate, I'll probably hit level 26 by the end of this weekend, possibly. That'll be exciting. Pontic shad and a double flip fish gain there. Then I can pick up a nice hefty telescopic rod, go after some carp on Amber Lake. Show those reels how it's done. It's possible if I can get some nice Shemaya, absolutely. But if not, I think either if not the next string, for sure the following string, I'll hit 126. I seem to be getting about 150,000 XP per hour. That's not on. That's regular hour though. I guess happy hour I'll be getting obviously quite a bit more than that. Come on. Floating on the Doga Lake's really good. Excellent. Just wait till I get to the sea and I catch some shark with my telescopic. Become the envy of everyone. Go. Got some nibbles. Give me something good. Little tiny Sigil. Or them Shemaya. See, now the trick with telescopic shark fishing is you need them to bite right next to the boat so that you can get the net to them before they actually have a chance to put up any sort of fight. Retrospect, I probably should have stayed with the bottom fishing over there until about 6 a.m. Probably would have been a little bit better. Nibble here. Well, we can pull a trophy Shemaya. That's got to be some serious XP. Pull on one of the ultralights. Oh yeah. What do we got here? Well, I'm getting close. That's a really good Shemaya. Another double float fishing game. Almost 20,000 XP from that. Love it. At this rate, I'm worried that the Donit's Rough competition is going to expose just how good float fishing here is, and we'll end up getting the fish here nerfed. Let me put the rod down. There we go. Pickles and tea. All right. What's going to go down first here? 1, 2, or 3? Looks like 1. Another shad and another double float game. Getting pretty close to unlocking those match rods already. Another Shemaya and another double float game. All right, 55.3. We're leveling float fishing like crazy. Boy, got 2 going down at the same time. All right, so Mismo was ever on 2. Ooh, another decent Shemaya there. I'm gonna have to recast that one. recast it. Those Shemaya, they're going to take us to level 26 for sure. There's a little Sitchel. I just don't know what it is with these Sitchel. Why it's so hard for these rods to get them out of the water regardless of size. We're just about to, I guess we're already quite a ways over the halfway mark for level 25 actually. We get some more of those 350-gram Shemaya, we'll be just rolling through level 25. A little time for the water to warm up some more for the bite rate to pick up. There we go. Two at once. Which one's going to go? Nope. Oh, going to miss one of them. Another double float gain on that Pontic Shad. Go ahead and recast two since we missed that one. Hopefully I've got enough mayflies to make it through the day. I started with 90 something. $71 fish in the keep net. All right, come on, Trophy Shemaya. And just pull one of those bad boys. Wouldn't mind a second Rudd to fill that cafe order either. Here's Sitchel. Something in line one there. Go. I think there's a float fish game there, but I missed it. Tried. Swift, we're up to 55.7 in spoke fishing. And we will unlock match rods at 60%. Ooh, got another decent sized fish on the line here. Another Sitchel. Not as big as that one that snapped the line earlier, though. Probably over a kilo, though. Come on. Get over here. Yeah, come on, get in the net, you sucker. Come on. There we go. Nice, only 674 grams. Look bigger than that. Still should be worth several silver though. Tiny Sitchel. I get this fast enough? Yeah. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There we go. Another Shemai and another double flip fishing game. 55.9. I pulled that one up a little too early. About 60% of the way through level 25, it looks like. One thing to keep in mind about fishing out here, though, using the mayfly, mayflies are about 33 cents a piece. So you have to make sure you subtract that per fish from what you're catching out here. So it does get a little bit costly to bait up. A little bit of a nibble on 3 here. And 1. Who's going to bite first? 1. Another Citral. Still nibbling on 3. There it goes. And there's a dace. Nibble on 2. Oh. Another Citral. Hey, another flowfish game. We're up to 56%. Real close to that match rod now. Go ahead and recast these, get them back over to the left a little bit. Good. Unexpected fish on this one. Another Citral. And another float fishing gain off of it. All right. That's a bad cast. Pickle and tea time. Common roach. Rare to get those here at this spot. $81 fish so far. that 82. Another float gain off of that. Seems like Grayling are pretty active somewhere. I'm seeing them pop up in the in-game chat quite a bit. Just whatever that was. It was on everything here. Missed that one. Missed that one. I could recast number 1 since I didn't miss the fish on that one. Still nibbling on 3 though. There it goes. Missed it. Oh well. Need to reposition these anyways. I'm going after 3 right away, it looks like. Another alright Shemaya with a double flip fishing game on it. Yeah, I mean that's you definitely miss a lot of fish, especially when you're juggling multiple rods. That's kind of the fun of it. Have to win some, lose some. Now it is scary with telescopic how often you get lines torn. All it takes is one thing to be more than you're ready for, and there's nothing you can do about it. At least with like a reel or something like that, you have a little bit of fight and you can realize that something's too much for you and you can Alt F4 or whatever you need to do to get out of it. With the telescopic, if it hits and it's too big for you, bye-bye, hook and bait. At least it doesn't like take the entirety of the line out, which is good. I need to check how the percentage is on these rods here soon too. Maybe just fishes I've been catching. I need to make sure they haven't been taking some damage. Since even a little bit of damage on a telescopic rod is a big loss in strength. Right, there we go. Missed it again. What the heck? You're being tricky now. To 83 fish in the keep net. I'm willing to bet we're probably around 300, 310 silver in there, not counting cafe orders. Really hoping I can get that second rud to fill the cafe order for that. We had the one bream cafe order we could fill, which was, I think it was only like either 12 or 22 silver, but better than nothing. At least that night fishing spot worked out decently well. It wasn't spectacular, but at least it's something I can use during the night here to catch a decent amount of fish. Another little shad and another float fishing game. Where are my trophies at? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of graylings being caught in the chat. I wonder if that's coming from Valaya or Quarry or somewhere else. Getting that midday bite rate slow down. We're up to 56.5 float fishing, only 4.5 away from, or 3.5 away, sorry, from match rod unlock. That's pretty cool. And then bait fish is at what, 70%? No, 90%, geez. Although I know sandwich bait's going to be really useful once I unlock that. Into this one too soon. Still got the fish, I think. Nope, missed it. Yeah, I'm assuming it's probably Valaya, but it's hard to tell. I mean, I have had days where I was getting a lot of grayling on Quarry. Could be there. Wonder how much those 20 kilo capacity telescopic rods cost. Yeah, there's usually it's not very many grayling. I remember there were like maybe like 2 different times I've gone there where grayling were the main thing hitting, and I think it was because it was raining and it was in like the southwest area. I was getting a lot of them. This was also like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. Nibble on line 2. Missed it again. Think about it. Let me just take a look at the what we got here. Okay, where is at 0%? Very nice. I wonder if there are upgrades for telescopic rods, like for firmer handles or something. Never thought to take a look. I'm sure there's probably not, but you never know. I wish they had telescopic with different length tips you could put on, so that way if you want to fish from the boat, for example, you could have a 7 meter, and if you want to, or from a boat you go with like a 4 meter. From the bank you would do a 7 meter, and just have to swap the tips out, kind of like the quiver tips for the bottom rods. Got another Shemaya here, and another double float game. Hell yeah! Creeping up towards those match rods. Not that I guess I probably won't really use the match rods until I get to 90% float fishing, so I can use bait fish, but still cool to unlock them. I think that's also 60% is when the pop-up rig is. No, that's 70%. Okay. Then one day I'll unlock the Sabrina, Berlin, I don't know, either the S or B, I'm assuming is silent, whatever that soft lure rig is for float fishing, which you can actually use while trolling, which is cool. Another Shemaya and another float game. All right, we're almost to 800,000 XP towards level 26. Come on, give me a spot to set the pole down. There we go. Really wish they had the triple rod stands where you can just set it in the stand and forget it. All right, who's going to go down next? 1, 2, or 3? My money's on 3. Looks like it's going to be 2. You were correct, Canadian. Maybe. It's going to nibble at least. Very aggressive nibble. Come on. You know you want that tasty mayfly. Just go for it. Believe in yourself. Bite the hook. Quit playing with your food over there, fish. The suspense. It's building. There it goes. All that for a little sitchel. Wasn't even enough to go into the chat. Here. I will say, I think Burbot could use an XP bump because they're not like super common, and the XP you get for them is pretty crap. Looks like it was 3. 1-0 there. Another sitchel here. I love how when something hits that boat, it sounds like there's a cat meowing or something. I don't know what that's all about. I like to pretend that it's the sound the fish is making. Now one is going. Missed it. I think I picked up too early. Go ahead and recast all of these, get them lined back up a bit here. Go. And let's throw another ground bait out there. All right, so here's the strategy. They're all clumped up there, so that means we're going to get like one giant Shemaya that just takes all 3 hooks, right? It's a makeshift treble hook float system. All right, gonna nibble on 3. There we go. Another little sitchel. Looks like I missed something on one. Give it a second to see if it bites again. If not, I'll recast. Still nibbling. Not quite taking it. 89 fish so far. Technically, 88 fish and 1 crayfish. All right, go ahead and recast 1. Whatever it was seems to have given up on it. Go ahead and recast number 3 as well. It's a little bit too far to the right. All right, give us that trophy Shemaiah now. We've been patient. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Come on out of the water. It's a decent Shemaiah, whatever it is. Yeah, over 300 and an up to 57% float fishing. Fantastic. Match rod's creeping right up on us here. I know we may pull over 500 silver on this stream. All right, I'm going to go with number 1 is going to be the next one. Getting close to sundown, though. One with 2. All right. Let's see who gets the lucky guess here. A little pickle action. I think I saw a bit of a nibble on 3. Maybe not. Oh, 2's bouncing. There it goes. Lucky number 2. Oh, now 1's gone. Get up here, Sitchell. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Looks like I'm going to have to recast number 1. Well, it looks like I'm maybe still getting a little bit of action there. A few ripples at least. Not anymore though. Recast. See, that's why I say forget fly fishing. Just give us a dual wielding telescopic. When I have 2 of these go down at once, I can pick them both up. $91 fish. Come on, trophy Shemaiah. Sun's just about to set. Okay, clear number 2's going. Tiny little situal there. We're up to on float fishing. 57 evens. We're 3% away from match rods. I bet tomorrow's happy hour will get me 2 match rods. Which is crazy to think about. It was just a few days ago we were at like 42% float fishing. Number 2 again. Number 2's been very lucky today. Pontic shad. Not quite there yet, but we're getting close. We're at 57%, so I think one more happy hour ought to do the trick. And then it's I go with match rods and match rig, and then 70% will get the carp hair pop-up, which will be useful. I don't know, the way it's going, I may be using telescopics instead of bottom rods when I go take my first trip to Amber Lake. All right, 1 or 2. Which one's going to hop down first here? 1. Will I be able to get it up in time to get 2? Nope, nope. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Yeah, fish. There's Terran, another float fishing gain up to 57.1. Hoping that was a rud so we could fill that cafe a little. Can't be so lucky. Something nibbling on 3. I think that's a shad. I don't think that's a citral. This could be a big boy right here. Oh yeah, double float fishing gain, 420 gram shad. Not quite a trophy, but still pretty nice. Another double float gain, 57.5. Man, loving it. Just about sundown to 96 fish. Last of my tea there. We'll only get one or two more fish here before the night sets. Not seeming like it. Do this. Go ahead and put the bottom rods into our hot bar and get ready to pull these in and head to the bottom fishing spot. So actually, I don't drink any alcoholic drinks. Non-alcoholic is my go-to is kind of just unsweet black tea, but if I had to, let's see. I guess I'd go between one of two things. One, there's a Colombian soda called Postobon. They have an apple flavor that's really good. It'd be between that or the cream soda, diet cream soda Dr. Pepper. It kind of tastes like cotton candy. But usually if I'm at like a restaurant or something, I'll just get some unsweet tea, drink that. All right, let's go hit up the, let's make sure that none of the orders we can fill are about to expire real quick. White Breams, got time. Got time. We're good on that front. Yeah, the Postobon, if you find it somewhere that's it's a bright pink soda, it's really good. Although a good Moroccan mint tea is very good as well, but not, hard to find that anywhere besides like a Moroccan restaurant. We do have a pretty good one of those around here, but outside of that, I'm gonna have to make it home pretty much. It's fine now. Food, as cliche as it may sound, probably either pizza or spaghetti. I don't know, like there are foods that I like the taste of more than pizza or spaghetti, but those two, like if I can eat those 5 days in a row and be fine. Like they're great. I guess just good comfort food type of deal. Now my favorite food I've probably made for myself was a whoa, why was the clip not set on this? Let me fix that. Yeah, spaghetti and pizza, man. It's hard to beat those as just something you just have day to day. My favorite food I think I made for myself was a Caribbean pot roast that had a bunch of had a whole bunch of spices. It had melon in it, had some cocoa powder, a bunch of different zest in it. It was really good. I don't know why the clip came off of that one. That was weird. See if we can get lucky and pull in some more red worm. Nope. I feel like that's what I need to do one day is just watch a movie and in the background just keep tapping my hotkey to shovel all day. Get some more bait. Favorite dessert? That's a tougher one. Probably a good ice cream cake with chocolate crumble in it. I'm not a huge dessert guy though. Like a lot of staple like restaurant desserts like creme brulee and things like that I don't tend to like. Great minds think alike, right? I guess they eat alike as well. Got a little rough here. Come on, give me a dot, it's rough. I used to like cookie cakes a lot, but like as I've gotten older, my taste for things that are super sweet has gone away. Like I just don't like super sweet things just as much as I used to. Now, one thing I love to make really complex chocolate truffles with ganache filling. Love to make them. They're delicious, but it is a process. Basically, I'm committing around an hour to make like 6 truffles and like another hour in cleanup because I don't have a chocolate tempering machine. So I have to just use a double boiler and have a very limited window on when to work with it. End up with just making a whole lot of leftover chocolate that has to be cleaned up. It's a real pain in the butt. Yeah, and the other thing I've noticed with where I mentioned this diet cream soda Dr Pepper, it was I'd say around like 2018 or so. I feel like all of the major distributors, at least in the states, really increased their quantity of corn syrup used in all their soda. I used to have no trouble just straight chugging like Dr Peppers. I especially when I was younger, I'd go through a 24 pack of Dr. Peppers in a night. It was ridiculous. But around 2018, they started using so much corn syrup that I could both really taste the aftertaste of the corn syrup and have that sort of like corn syrup filmy leftover in my mouth afterwards. So I switched to drinking diet soft drinks for a while and got pretty used to the taste. End up some drinks I end up liking the even the regular taste of the diet a lot more. But since the all the supply chain issues, the cost of soft drinks has just gotten so ridiculous here. Like off-brand, an off-brand 12 pack now costs as much as like a main brand 24 pack cost 2 years ago. It's just ridiculous. I'm like, you know what? I don't like soft drinks enough to pay that much for them. I'll just start chugging water and tea instead. So I pretty much the only time I have a soft drink now is if I'm at like a Mexican joint that's got the Jarritos or Postobon, or if I'm at like a rare occasion where I go get some fast food and they don't have good tea. Yeah, it's probably I guess about because I know the Canadian dollar is a little bit the exchange rate's a little bit higher than U.S. dollars, but yeah, a store brand 12 pack here is around $6 to $7, and a 12 pack of a name brand is about $7 or $8. And prior to 2020, like that $7 was a 24 pack of name brand. So I said, you know what? I don't care about them that much, and it's healthier anyways. So I'll just go with the water and tea then. So I've wondered, is the Canadian dollar's backing, is it tied to whatever the pound is backed to as well, or is it completely separate to what its backing is? I know a lot of things obviously still there's still a lot of tie to Britain and the UK through Canada, so I don't know if their currency was tied in any way or not. Completely separate? Okay. I wish we could go back to gold-backed currencies or some sort of actual backing rather than just fictional printed dollars, but that's where we are these days. So, happy hour should be wrapping up here pretty soon. The little tiny bream. Well, the other thing with the U.S. dollar, which be interesting to see how it goes, is there's the whole U.S. petrodollar, which is sort of the agreement for all the OPEC companies for petroleum product. But there's more and more countries. I can't remember what their acronym is, but like China, Russia, and a few other countries that are banding together to basically start their own offshoot of OPEC to get away from the petrodollar. So I don't know how that's going to impact U.S. currency. Certainly won't be good for it, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. All right, maybe we've got a Donut's rough one here finally. It's putting this little crappy reel to the limit. I'm gonna get spooled. Here we go. Here we go. Come to me, fish. All right. Or just swim to the other side of the river. You can do that too. I wonder what we've got on here. Could be like a big burbot, maybe, like a 3 kilo burbot. Man, if it's a trophy Donitz, we're in shape. I'll turn this into like a 700 silver knight. Love that. That'd be my best day at Volkov. Blue trophy. Now it's going to be our. We'll finally have our blue tag bleak. That's what this is. I really probably should have just put my big reels on these, since these aren't ultralight anyways. I might as well put the HSV Titan and Alpha on, but too late now. Maybe this is a sturgeon. We may have to let this one go. Ooh, lighten the reel up too. All right then. I guess I can give it a little bit of chase here. I wonder, can you... I mean, I guess if this is the only rod I've got, I could technically... I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to get in the boat with this. I think you have to have nothing in your hands to hop in the boat. I thought about it. I was not expecting to get something to put up this much of a fight there, though. Dang. All right, close the gap a little bit on it. Maybe it's worn out now. Let's hope we can reel him in before the happy hour ends. Only got a couple minutes left of that. No, let me since we are in the middle of a fight here, let me do a quick snooze on the ad break that's coming up. There we go. I think we can pull this fish in. We just got to wear it down just a little bit more. This is not like a carp they have to wear down for a half an hour. Started coming towards us there. I'm guessing it's probably a big burbot, but it could be a big Donitz rough. It's definitely possible. Come on, get in here. At least we're on a river that can't really just run off and spool me real quick, like, so. Keep on the fight here. I think we're making some headway with it. Speaking of, am I crazy, or did the icon for the spool line change at some point recently? I swear it looks different than it used to. Like, it used to be more solid, I feel like. Am I just crazy? Get one more. Nope, can't get my friction brake any higher. I guess I can put it a little bit higher and do some. I don't mind if this reel takes some damage. It's a trash reel anyways. Whatever's on the other lines I hear is splashing in the water. All right, I'm gonna risk it and see if I can top water this fish. Maybe. I think it's working. Might be able to get into the surface here and have a nice easy retrieval from there. Hey, I'll take either of those, really. It'd be my first sturgeon if it is a sturgeon, regardless of size. I mean, this is a really weak reel, though. I think this is just a spark, so it's like a 2-kilo reel. So it could be something pretty small, just putting up an impressive fight, but we'll find out. I think I've got it now. Ah, there goes the happy hour. Tricky fish. We did like 3 more minutes of it. Come on, pop up to the surface so we can see what you are. Come on. Almost got him. I can't tell what that is from here. Some kind of a Xander or something? I think it's a little carp. It is. Random wild carp, okay. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. Oh, didn't mean to do a screenshot there. Whoops. All right. Now, where in the... Well, I ran quite a ways away from where we hooked it. Here comes the P. And... snooze this ad break real quick. All right, let's see. What do we have on these? Been a while since I caught a carp, though. Yeah, I've got like really trash reels on these. I just threw some extras I had. I need to just, because I was too lazy to take them off of my my spinning setups. So I do need to just move those over to these rods, because it's literally just like I said, I think 2 of them are sparks and 1 of them's a Lacerti. We've got a chub, yeah. All right, well, we got a bottom fishing game. All right, let's go check the cafe and fish market, see what we've got. Get ready to wrap things up here. Quick peek at the keep net here. I'm going to guess we've got, I'm going to say 430 silver, not counting cafe orders. Let's find out what the total is and hopefully have a cafe order or 2 that we can fill. Are these buildings anything? So the total in raw fish, you got to guess Canadian? My guess is 430. You've got 340. It is. All right, you were closer. 386. Not bad. Let's see what we've got as far as cafe orders go. White Bream, we should be able to fill that one. That. We're one big shad shy of getting that one. Looks like that's the only one. Okay, so almost a little bit more, not much. So 1245 plus. So about 388 silver. So what's that? 175-ish, 180 silver per hour. Not too bad at all. Pretty good night. Pretty good night. Almost to 2,000 silver again. Go and do our shovel up, see if we can get some red worm. Hey, we got a couple. All right. And with that, we'll go ahead and wrap things up here for tonight. Appreciate everybody coming along. Hope everyone has a good rest of their weekend and some good fishing. And I will catch everyone next time. Take it easy, folks.